So guys, let me show you what the answer is not. Do not think you can just square those terms in there. The answer is not 4x squared plus 25. That's going to be an answer choice. Don't fall for the teacher trick. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to FOIL this out. Remember FOIL. The two first terms are 2x times 2x, so this is 4x squared. The two outside terms is 2x and a positive 5. 2x times 5 is a positive 10x. And then your I stands for the two inside terms, and the two inside terms are 5 and 2x. And when you multiply those together, you get the exact same thing, so we know we're on the right track. Your two last terms, 5 times 5 is a positive 25. So the correct answer is going to be 4x squared plus 20x plus 25. Got it? Cool. All right, so for those of you that want a shortcut, here's a shortcut, and it is going to look like this. So, please write example number 3. And guys, this is what the shortcut is. If you have something that looks like this, if you have a binomial raised to the second power, this is the rule. It's always going to be a trinomial, 3 terms. This minus sign is going to go here. The last term is always positive. So the way that you can kind of just get the answer is you will square the first term. So this is whatever x is, you're going to square both of those. The last term, you're going to square and put it at the end. The middle term, you multiply them together, so that would be a dx. And then you double it. That's the rule. That's a lot of letters, y'all. Let me just show you what it looks like, because sometimes just working through it is a lot easier than looking at the rule. Let's take this first term and square it. What is 3x times 3x? Yes, so that goes here. And then this is going way over here after you square it. What's negative 7 times a negative 7? That's why it's always a plus at the end, because it's always going to be something squared. Okay, let's talk about the middle. That's a minus. I'm going to put a minus. Do y'all know what 3 times 7 is? Just double it. Y'all can double 21 in your head. What's 21 doubled? 42. So that's what goes right there. 42x. Let's practice that shortcut. Let's practice not showing a lot of work. So that was example 3. Uh-oh. Here's example 4. All right, let's practice this one. Don't forget to have the little 2 up here. It only works when you have the little 2. All right, first term, 2x times 2x is going to be, don't forget to do 2 times 2, so that's a 4x squared. Your very last term is going to be negative 9 times negative 9, so that's positive 81. All right, there's a minus in the problem, so let's recopy that. And then y'all, look at the numbers in the problem. What's 2 times 9? You can double that. What's 18 doubled? That's right. 36, y'all. Don't forget to put the letter X. That's it. Moving on. So just a reminder, make sure you have this written in your notes somewhere. This is called a perfect square trinomial. Make sure you have that in your notes because I'm checking for it. Perfect square trinomial. It's that right there. That's got 3 terms, and if you factored it, it would be a perfect square for each factor. All right, 5. Let's practice that rule. Let's practice not showing work, y'all. That's all we're doing for this first portion of the class period. So remember the first term is 5x times 5x. 5 times 5, x times x. That last piece is 4 times 4. And then this middle piece is going to have a plus sign because there was a plus sign in the problem. And y'all just need to remember what 5 times 4 is and then double it. So 5 times 4 is 20, but you're not writing a 20 up there. What are you writing? Yes. And just don't forget the letter X. Okay. Uh-oh, I keep hitting the wrong button. So 25x squared plus 40x plus 16. Make sure you write that down and box it in. Okay. I'm going to ask you guys to work this one. Please do that one. So here we go with the letter F. We're going to have 2x times 2x. That is 4x squared. And then when we FOIL, the next letter is O for the 2 outside terms. Y'all, a positive 2x times a positive 3 is going to be a positive 6x. Now let's do the 2 inside terms. So remember the 2 inside terms are right there. That's not a positive 6x. That's a negative 6x. And then L, the 2 last terms. Be careful because that 3 and that other 3 have different signs. So a negative 3 times a positive 3 is a negative 9. What do you notice about the O and the I? Yeah, y'all, if they don't cancel each other out, we did something wrong. So the answer is 4x squared minus 9. 2 terms. Always. Number 7. Here's number 8. So, guys, if the O and the I always cancel, and they only cancel when they're almost the same except for the signs. Here's your shortcut. Use this shortcut. Remember, we want to be fast on this, accurate, and just knock it out. You only need to multiply the first term and the last term. So do not multiply O and I. They're going to cancel out anyway. Make sure you write this shortcut. Just multiply the first 2 terms and the last 2 terms and get your credit. So we're just going to multiply the 2 first terms, and the 2 first terms are x times x. So let's write x squared. And then what's the 2 last terms? What's positive 4 times a negative 4? Yeah, it has to be a minus. Good. That's it. That's the answer. Box that in. Okay. You try this one. What'd you get? That's right, I see it. That's it. Thank you. All right, we're almost done. We got 3 more problems. I saved the hardest for the last. So here we go. All right, so for number 10. I hate these. I probably shouldn't say that because I'm recording, but I already said it, so I'm just going to say it again. I hate these problems. Slow down, take your time. It's a trinomial times another trinomial. And these are not fun to me. And I like math. And I don't like these. Okay, so the way this is going to happen is each of these in this first trinomial, you got to multiply it by each of those. We have to distribute 3 times. Then you got to combine like terms. And all of these terms are going to take up the whole width of your paper. It's a lot of work. That's why I don't like them. All right, so we're going to take this right here. And we are going to distribute it 3 times. And we're going to write it on the next line. So when you guys start multiplying, go all the way over to the far left because it's going to go all the way across the page. So a 4x squared times a 2x squared is 8x to, I don't know, add the exponents. What's 2 plus 2? So there's that one. Now 4x squared times x is just 4x to the third. Now let's do 4x squared times a negative 3, so minus 12x squared. Okay. Now we got to take this positive 3x and do the same thing. Multiply it by all of those, y'all. So 3x times 2x squared. Don't forget to add the exponents. That's 6x to the third power. And then 3x times that middle term, that regular x, that's going to turn into 3x squared. And then that negative 3 way down there, that's going to be a negative 9x. One more distribution, and I already ran out of room. Now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to multiply everything by a 1. The sign, nothing changes. You just kind of recopy it when it's a 1. Alright, I still got to do my 1. So I'm going to do my 1, tag it on at the end. So that's going to be plus 2x squared plus x minus 3. That is a lot of terms. That's a lot of, like, for me, that's a lot of opportunities for me to accidentally miss an exponent. Accidentally write a negative when it should have been a positive. Slow down and take your time on this stuff. Combining like terms, y'all. The highest exponent up here is 8x to the fourth power. So that's where I'm going to start. There's no other place where there's a fourth power, so that's going to be first. And guys, when I put it down on my final line, I cancel this stuff out as I go. So I'm drawing a line through that. Now we're looking at the exponent of a 3. So there is a 3. Here's a 3. Make sure you circle the sign in front of it. Those are the only cubic terms up there. So just add 4 plus 6. So write plus 10x to the third. Draw a line through it because we're done with those. Now we're going to look at our quadratic terms. We have 3 of those, y'all. We have this negative 12. We have a positive 3x squared. And then we also have a positive 2x. Again, just add the numbers. Negative 12 plus 3 is negative 9. Negative 9 plus 2 is negative 7. So write negative 7x squared and then cancel them out because we wrote it. Now you're going to do your linear terms. You have 2 of them. You have a negative 9 right here. You can barely see it on my screen. And then we're going to also draw a box around that single x. So negative 9 plus a single x is going to be negative 8x. And then that's it. There's nothing to combine with a 3, so just write the 3. That's the answer. It's not hard. It just takes a lot of time, y'all. That's it.